prepare for another exciting installment of the BST. So sit back and enjoy the legend of the Che Rolet. The origins. I had a guy in the local Baptist church we went to. I believe it was First Baptist Church of Jayboro, USA. His name was Che Rolet. But for this story, I will henceforth refer to him as Geraldo Dubois, because I have a little French in my lineage from my dad's side, so I know how to say Dubois. It's Dubois. And I'm not gonna not say Geraldo, courtesy of my bro and I think his friends came up with Geraldo, but I found it extra humorous. So anyway, Geraldo Dubois had this little truck, this little Chevy Silverado, and my mom, noticing that I had just turned 16, was like, we need to get him a vehicle. So she put a little bit of money down on that fucking truck, bought it from him, bought it from old Geraldo Dubois, and it became mine. And little did they know that I would go on for several years to absolutely obliterate, destroy, and demolish that truck in many fucking ways. The motherfucking first way that I treated that truck like absolute garbage was I got some friends, loaded them up. There was this giant hill up the road from our double wide. And when you went down to the bottom of it, it had a fucking ditch thing of some sort. I would drive at maximum fucking velocity. Drive down that fucking hill and boom, hit that motherfucking dip down at the bottom and launch into the fucking sky. Many fucking feet up. Come back down, probably bottoming out and crushing parts of the underside of that vehicle. But that hang time was fucking sweet, dude, and it was fun. It was like being on a little roller coaster, and we dug it. So I took my homies out there like, we about to do this. We about to go off the fucking ramp. And we did it many fucking times. Somehow the motherfucking Che Rolet held up throughout all that brutal punishment. Want to know why we called it the Che Rolet, my dude? Because the fucking back of it, the letters were engraved with like some color on each letter. And the color on the V was missing. I was missing my V. And I'm pretty sure I lost my V card in the back of that Che Rolet. So it was CHE blank ROLET, Che Rolet. That's what we called it. That's what I named it, because I love fucking naming shit. That's my game, and I'm very fucking good at it. Please note that in this fucking Che Rolet, I never changed the oil. I never got a tune-up, never fixed jack shit, never did nothing with it. Just let it fall into a state of disrepair constantly. And it fell into that state because of how I drove it. Like a fucking maniac. In the beginning, drove like shit. Because I was young. Had no experience with fucking driving. What do you expect? I sucked. I wasn't good. So I wore down that fucking truck repeatedly. Constant, brutal abuse. Never fixed nothing in that bitch. I soon began work with a construction company formed by me and a buddy of mine. We used that truck many times to reach our construction sites. One time we went out to the construction site and we were doing a little bit of painting that day. We was painting a house. Just fucking painting that bitch up. Buddy of mine, he said, what would you think about putting a racing stripe on this here Che Rolet? I said, God damn, that's a genius idea. Really fucking stupid to paint a latex paint racing stripe up my truck. But we did it. That fucking racing stripe looked like absolute dog shit. It was terrible. But at the same time, we thought that shit was crunk, homie. We thought it was the tits. It looked pretty cool, I suppose, but also at the same time like garbage. It was shitty. But when my mother saw that fucking racing stripe, the look on her face, priceless. She didn't like it one tiny bit. But I was trying to be rebellious, do the wrong thing all the time. And I thought it was cool. But one time, we had some extra shag carpet. Another idea by that buddy of mine was that we strip up the fucking floor carpet, whatever the fuck. Take out the fucking floor mats. Fucking put in, glue down that motherfucking shag carpet. I thought, hell yeah, I'm gonna be fucking driving this bitch with no shoes, no socks, just so I can let my motherfucking feet rub on that motherfucking shag carpet. And I drove barefoot a few times, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. Did it anyway. Did not care. Never. Didn't care. Don't care. Drove that bitch barefooted and fucking let my feet glide through them long fucking yarn-like texture of that bitch. It was pretty tight, and many who rode in the Che Rolet commented on how cool it was. We quickly began using my truck to fucking go to our shows with our band Otis the Axe, which if you remember, you better remember, I already did a VST about fucking OTA, so go watch it. Or I'm putting a fucking gun straight up your beehole and firing bullets, killing you instantaneously. Psych, I won't do that. I'm so mean and it's sad. Anyway, we used my motherfucking truck to go to shows. One night, we fucking found us a camper shell. My buddy was like, I bet that hoe will fit the back of your truck. It was sitting out by the curb. The house that it was sitting out in front of was way the fuck back, big old long front yard, and it was sitting all the way out at the curb. It didn't have a sign that said free on it, but we assumed that they was getting rid of that bitch. So we heisted it, put it on the back of my truck, and suddenly we had a shell that would cover our equipment so we could load our amps and heads and guitars in the back of it without them getting rained on. Another thing that happened was we fucking found out that the interior lights in the front looked like the Iron Giant's face. We were partying one night, chilling out there, probably high as giraffe butthole, which is a little bit higher than giraffe pussy. We was chilling high and turned them lights on, smoke billowing all over the truck, the lights flashing down on the smoke, and it looked like the two eyes of the... Don't be commenting on the fact that I got some wings in my hair right now. I slept a little hard last night, probably did some snoring. Iron Giant with his mouth below. The mouth was a little compartment to hold your shit, and the eyes were the type shaped like fucking circles that you could move around, so we could move around his eyes and make him look cool. It was pretty sweet. We were pretty fucking dumb. Anyhoozle. Going back in time a little bit, there was a time that me and my brother and some of his friends thought we'd go egging houses in my truck. I grabbed an egg, fired it, crushed in my hand, hit just above the driver's side window, and that fucking egg never fucking came out of that truck. It was there for the many years I owned that vehicle. Another time that I was driving that truck, I caused a fucking stain. I was eating a chimichanga, dipping it in the ranch. You can't have an all-subs chimmy without ranch. All of a sudden, it was icy. Hit a little patch of black ice. Fucking careened out of control, slamming into a fucking guardrail. Suddenly, in my stupor and panic, I squeezed the chimney too hard, blasting fucking goo out of the side of it. The goo splattered on the fucking windshield. And that fucking stain never fucking came out. Scrubbed it as hard as possible. Didn't fix the problem. One time, on the way to a motherfucking show, my dude, we fucking hit a road cone. That road cone blasted into the bottom side of my fucking truck. And suddenly, we got to the show, did our show, and then tried to leave. And we couldn't fucking leave because my gear shift would not put my vehicle in any gear. It was fucked. But me and my buddy fixed that. It was the shifting linkage that had been really fucking destroyed. But we fixed it with a lot of his help. Because I don't know jack fucking shit about vehicles. Still don't. Don't care. Not my bag, baby. One time in the legend of the Che Rolet, possibly the funniest thing that happened in this whole debacle. We were chilling after a show. After party, you fucking bitches. We were chilling, smoking the devil's herbs. We were getting fucked up with a band called Beneath the Massacre. My buddies, Brady and Lars, were in the Che Rolet, just chilling. I think they were too young to be in there with us or something. I don't remember. Anyway, they were chilling back there, and they got locked in. They fucking survived off of crackers that were in that truck. Now, don't ask me how this happened, but they broke their way out of that fucking truck, breaking and exiting their way from that truck. They said that they opened one of the back windows, the little windows that only flap out a little bit, reached through and all the way around, and fucking opened that bitch somehow. I don't know. I think they pulled some black magic bullshit to get out of that vehicle, but they said they were stuck in there, either burning or freezing. I don't remember the season. Burning or freezing their asses off. And they had to escape, so they did what was necessary. And now, we've reached the tragic end of the legend of the Che Rolet. I was dating a chick from the small town of Jeremy in Tejas. I was fucking dating her, and her ex-boyfriend did not like that shit one bit. He was not stoked. He charged me up with his body at a gas station one night. I thought I was moments away from getting fucking pummeled. Somehow it didn't happen. But there was a time when my truck got left on the side of the road. Yes, Che. When you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere, gas stations only stay open for a short period of fucking time. We went to a party. We tried to drive our way between two towns that were 30 minutes apart. We were at the party too late. Did not realize we're not paying attention to the fact I had very little fucking gas. Didn't make it to the gas station in time. Ran out of gas on the way to Graham, Texas. And had to thumb a ride. So we fucking ended up thumbing a ride. Two lesbian type ladies, no offense if you're that, stopped and picked us up in a Mustang. It was me, Brady, Lars, Wayne, and some chick Lars was with. Don't remember, don't really care. Anyway, they picked us up. We piled in the back, cramped, stuffed in the back of that fucking Mustang, which I'm pretty sure was a coupe. They were really sweet ladies. Took us all the way to Graham. We partied even more. Beer pong. Beirut, which was a game that was more intense than fucking beer pong. The next day, we thought, surely my truck will still be on the side of the road. So we went back to get it. Past the area where we had left it, homie. And it wasn't her. It wasn't her. I quickly began panicking. What has become of my precious Che Rolet? And whatever will we do about making it to shows if it has been stolen? We called the police department over in Graham. Called them up. They was like, we found your truck and it was beat all to shit on the side of the road. I knew who it was instantly. That ex-boyfriend. Getting revenge on my bitch ass. We fucking went and saw the truck. It was fucking messed up in every way possible. They fucked it all to shit. No hard feelings at this point. It was many years ago. But at that time, I was devastated about the terrible fate of the Che Rolet. Pretty sure I shed fucking tears, wept for my poor companion, that it had been fucked all to shit. Ooh, I was sad. One fish, two fish, red fish, no truck. That was my motto at that point. I was like, one fish, two fish, red fish, no fucking truck. Now I'm gonna be walking everywhere. I was fucking depressed. And it sucked for a while. I tried to get that fucking truck repaired, dog. But there were extensive repairs, and I was very fucking broke. Probably jobless. Still trying to continue the silly little dream of being a rock star. So we never got it fixed. Lo siento, Mr. Geraldo Dubois. You did such a kind thing for me by hooking me up with my first vehicle, and I did nothing but fuck it up consistently. And in its final hours, somebody else fucked it up, and that was probably my karma for being so hard on that fucking truck. Yeah, it was terrible, dude. Fucking terrible. Anyway, brah. The fucking story's over. That's all I got for today. But I'm gonna leave you with this. Now, I know I've said many harsh and brutal things to you wonderful viewers. I've said that I would harm you in many ways, and that I hate you, and that I wouldn't care if you perished. That's fucking sad and terrible of me. So this time, I'm gonna begrudgingly, and I hesitate to do this, but I'm gonna begrudgingly say something nice. If you've stuck by my side, chilled with me, hung out, listened to these BSTs, and enjoyed them or laughed in any way, I'm grateful. And I certainly appreciate it. You know what you can do if you fucking blocked me, deleted me, or otherwise talked trash because you thought I was dumb. Guess what? I know I'm fucking ignorant. Persistently ignorant all the time. I often hate myself for the things I do, but this BST bullshit garbage has actually been really fun, and I've enjoyed it. So if you've stuck around, listen to me prattle on about bullshit, thank you. Big ups. Hell yeah. Round of applause for you if you've enjoyed it. Stick around for more, because I ain't fucking done. Not by a long shot, my dude. I ain't fucking done. The 1%. That's who I do it for. That's who I've always done it for. There's a very niche group of people that enjoy the shit I do, whether it be raps, bullshit stories, art, any of those kind of things. Most people have fallen off and given up on the art I try to create. I don't know if I would call BST art, but it's been fun. And if you're part of the 1%, you're my dude. You're my homie for life. And I got mad fucking love for you. Thank you.